the London and the South East. But the tenant types are different as well, is it?
Yes, there's the big challenge. See, you're so lucky in London, in some ways, is if you advertise a property, you'll have 20 people and they're all working and they're all can be credit checked. In my part of the world, half the buildings are empty and for sale, and the others, if you ask nicely, you can get hold of them, but you're dealing with a much more challenging tenant. So you've got to be more hands-on in your management. You've got to be much more selective in who you take and prepared to take empty units. Otherwise, you get one bad tenant move into a large building, you'll end up with all your other tenants gone and this one tenant there who's not paying the rent. So it is a different world. You've got to be, in my part of the world, you've got to be a landlord.
Yes.
While you can be a much more almost hands-off investor who, once the tenant's moved in, they pay their deposit, they pay everything else, they set themselves up on using direct debit or standing order. It costs you virtually nothing in voids and bad debts, while the reverse is in my part of the world. It's going to change, hopefully, but that is the big difference. Your tenant type is so much more challenging, but they're interesting. It gives you a flavour of life.
So we're just a week away from the monumental Brexit decision. What's your view in terms of, not political stuff, but in how it's going to affect, the uncertainty is going to affect the kind of things that you're doing at the moment and going to be doing for the rest of the year?
This is the problem with property. There's no certainty in it. You're always, it's almost like an act of faith. You're not sure it's going to work out. Wherever stage you've been in the business, it's only in retrospect you knew you made the right decision. And when you made that decision, you are the cleverest person on the block.
At the time, it's scary as hell.
At the time, you're absolutely right. You are scared. Is it right? People laugh at you. You're stupid. And it's only 10 years down the line or whatever that you realise you made a good decision. But my experience has always